husband, let man know. If you get good man where they your corner, where they God fearing, where give you what you want, go enter. Oh, now say it be. I'm still trying to sit there, you know, they under pressure. And above all, oh God, because I swear now God now make me say everything makes sense now for my life. If you be God.
You're welcome to this channel once again. Newly wedded Nollywood actress Ekene Umenwa advises her colleagues from Destiny, Etiko, Uju Okoli, Lizzie Gold, Georgina Ibe, and other Nollywood actresses on how to catch and secure a good husband. Ekene Umenwa is one Nollywood actress who is celebrated in the industry today because of her recent marriage, and a lot of actresses who showed up for her saw the way she was happy despite the fact that she got married in her 30s. These days, it's not just in our society. In the film industry, we see a lot of prominent actresses who are super rich, have what it takes to be taken to the altar. They have it all, yet so many of them are still single and cannot find a suitable partner who matches their own energy. A lot of them have even been advocating for good relationships during interviews and even on their social media posts. Seeing Ekene Umenwa gets married to her life partner and also in the face of happiness in the presence of these various Nollywood actresses have begun to spark some major concerns in their mind, because no matter how rich a woman is, no matter how extremely achieved she is, at the end of the day, every one of them want to be married and also to be cherished by a loving and wonderful partner, despite the fact that they don't show it. That's why we see these days some actresses are now going to churches praying for themselves, and they are making it look like, okay, we are going to thank God. Yet the fact is, behind closed doors, they have their own secret prayer requests. And if you ask me, marriage is also a part of them because they are now rich and they've established themselves in some various ways. Ekene of recent just got married, happily married, and we saw the celebration, we saw the smile on her face, and the society has placed a certain timeline and a clock on a woman. Sometimes, if you're not in your 25 getting married, they put a clock for you that even at the age of 30, you're supposed to be married and fulfilled, having kids, or maybe 35. Yet, most women have not been able to find that luck with men to be married to. Some of them cannot even hold up good relationships, and most of them are getting to their 40. Well, the likes of Destiny, Etiko, Uju Okoli, Lizzie Gold, and some of these Nollywood actresses who turned up for Ekene Umenwa seems to be single, and most of them, looking at how happy she was, were blushing because they wished for the same thing that the Nollywood actress shared with her husband, whom she is married to today. At the end of the day, Ekene Umenwa decided to give to Destiny Etiko and her various Nollywood actresses some tips on how to catch a good husband and also maintain him, and she had so many good things to say.
I have an advice. Okay, so I would like to talk to the young girls out there. Don't allow yourself to be under pressure. Yes, I did not allow myself to be under pressure. I came from a good family. My parents were supportive, and you know, a lot of people were like, "If you don't know one marry, you don't know one marry." I knew what I wanted in life, and somebody told me, if you get to a particular age, you know, go feel married, you know, if you get better husband again.
Not be smart, you know. Well, before I continue, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok for more updates on the Nigerian pop culture trend, and also to see more entertaining videos on our YouTube page. Please hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell. A lot of single ladies today are praying for a good man, but sometimes these things don't just happen like that, especially either how people think it happens, by luck or by surprise. So many younger girls these days have been fortunate to find their life partner even before they turn 20 or 30, and a lot of them have settled down and they are happy today, and they've been able to produce kids from the marriage that's still celebrating to 10, 20, most of them even 30 years in their marital avenues. While the likes of some girls have been married, some of these girls who are extremely rich and have celebrity status are still single, looking for a life partner, because trust me, at the end of their life, the society will always come up with some pressure that you are not married, you're not this. And I think as a woman, if you don't have a man by your side who worships you, who puts you on, and who also celebrates you in the most loving way, life would become boring. Well, Ekene had something to say to her colleagues, because she feel like these people showed up for her and they celebrated her at the end of the day, hoping that last their own husband too will come, even if not be today, but at some point in their life. And some of these actresses are scared, looking at the rate of divorces in the industry. Yet every Saturday, every young girl out there still goes up to the altar and gets married to the man who they think is suitable for them. And Ekene, after praying for her colleagues, decided to give them one or two shocking tips on how to get a husband. You know, various Nollywood actresses are still happily married today, from Mercy Johnson to Regina Daniels to Ruth Kadiri, Mary Njoku. And the funniest thing is, these women were fortunate to find the right partner even before they turned 30, and they've been able to maintain their home, and it's still flowing to today. And Ekene decided to surprise her colleagues by advising them. And the first thing she said, because you know, in our society these days, you cannot give what you don't have. It's only those who have experienced long-lasting relationships and marriages that could actually give you tips on how to go about your own in case the right partner come, and how to know who the right man is, and how to secure this person so you don't use your bad experiences to chase them away. And Ekene, in her own discretion, because she's been in it for a long time before she got married, decided to give her colleague. And one of the first things she did was to tell them to maintain some amount of decency, especially the likes of Etiko and those actresses who show themselves off on social media. Besides, even from the way these actresses act on social media, it's a clear representation that a lot of them are looking for men who would hold them tight and who matches their energy, because if not, why would a woman be marketing herself on various social media outlets as someone who is in need of a man? She advised them to be decent and practice decent behavior in how they carry themselves, because at the end of the day, your charisma is what attracts a good man to you. And like I said, you cannot give what you don't have. And according to James Allen, as a man thinketh, that is what the man attracts. So you cannot be attracting a good man when you're not practicing decency. And another thing she unleashed out was that as for her, you have to hold God tight. According to Ekene Umenwa, that it's because of God that she found the right man for her today. Because despite the societal pressure, family pressure, and a lot of things too that could become a factor in pinning you down to not succeeding in having a great relationship with the right partner that could lead to marriage, well, she decided to confide in God to know when the right person actually showed up for her, and also how to appreciate him. Another thing she also advised her colleague is to say no to pressure. Ekene Umenwa is out here advising the likes of Destiny Etiko and Uju Okoli and others who are in their 30s and also on their way to their 40s, because she is also in her 30s and she got married in her mid-30s. And this is something that is really rare in the entertainment industry and also in the African society for a woman, because like I said, there is a timeline that the society gives you these days, and Ekene is saying no matter what, don't bow to pressure, whether it's a societal thing or it's coming from anywhere, because at some point you might regret it. Instead, you just have to wait for the right person, and as you wait to no follow they give yourself out, or maybe just they mess yourself up, because most women, before they go meet their right partner, they don't knock A, B, C, D, and E because of pressure, and any person will come, then go just they knock, they go.
So what I'm trying to tell you now is that, one, don't allow yourself to be under pressure. But I not talk because I say you know the other pressure, you go over, let man know. If you get good man where they your corner.
And Ekene is saying that you don't have to do this thing to find the right man. And another thing too, she also shared one most important thing, that the people who are also inspiring her today are her parents. She said her parents are happily married, and because they took their time, they never pressured her, and instead they advised her to take her own time. And these people are a mentor today, and that's why Ekene Umenwa currently is an advocate for marriage, and she also advised her fellow colleagues to be prayerful. It's because of this that Destiny Etiko has been seen in church lately, attending every Sunday service. A lot of people are thinking maybe Destiny Etiko is actually looking for a husband. But the fact is, before you walk into a marital avenue, you need to be able to build a steady spiritual system and a backup. If not, well, the marriage might not be able to sustain the taste of time. Although a lot of people have their own cheat codes, and some of them learn along the line or on the way, because no marriage is perfect. But you have to be prepared for these things, because the reason why most people divorce is based on a very little issue, and they pack their bags, especially the women these days, and they don't only go to their parents' house or look for a very high person who could actually mentor them. Most of them come to social media to seek solace, and which is one of those things that the Nollywood actress advised a whole lot of our fellow colleagues not to do, because it's really common these days.